Hello humans, I'm Will, and today I want to talk about one of my most preferred snack lines, that being just Fritos from Frito Lay. Now basically what these are, these are just a pretty basic corn-based snack. They're just fried corn chips, but I've been enjoying them for years. And just recently, they've released a very new flavor. It even says new on the bag. And these are the jalapeno flavor. So I recently came upon these at the store, and I felt like I just needed to try them. And we're just gonna go ahead and talk about them a little bit. Um, Now I do recall Frito Lay releasing a Frito branded line of like dip, like cheese dip, and I remember cheese and jalapeno being a flavor. Maybe they're attempting to tread new waters with this, I guess, flavor, but I'm not entirely sure. But that's perfectly fine since you won't require any jalapeno dip for these. The flavoring is already there. Now, personally, I think that the original flavor of Fritos are some of my most favorite out of all of them. A lot of people will be like, the honey barbecue is the best, or the chili cheese one are the best, but I just like the original little strips. They're very enjoyable, and they're one of my most favorite snacks of all time. Now, I think I'll start by looking at it from the outside. By that I mean the packaging. So pretty stock packaging. Pretty much the same thing as the regular bag, just that just some green accents, and it says no. Um, and then these look like they've been run over, but I've just had them stored for a while, as I have been enjoying them occasionally. Eating in small quantities is the way I like to eat my snack foods. Um, and let me tell you, these have been very enjoyable. But I'm gonna go ahead and try them in a bit here. And actually, I'll just go ahead and take a look at them. So they look exactly the same as any other Fritos. They're yellow. They look like corn chips. There's no kind of special fancy coloring on these or anything. And one thing's for sure, even by just having the bag just open over here, it's an extremely strong smell of jalapeno. Just hits you really hard. Even from over here, I can, smell it going into my nose there. And now it's not a bad smell. It's a very pleasant smell. Smells the way jalapenos taste. If that makes any sense. Kind of like a little salsa thing going on. That's probably the best way to describe that smell. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just eat a couple and talk about what they taste like. So. Okay, I'll just go for a smaller handful this time and then just go ahead and talk about them. Okay, I like to start off by saying that those are very pleasant, so don't expect, like I say, anything extremely negative about these, since these, right off the bat, they're really good. Um, One thing I do taste right away, the jalapeno flavor is the very first thing you taste, and just like the very first thing you smell is the jalapeno flavor. The boldest thing that stands out the most from these is definitely that jalapeno flavoring. It's very bold, it's very savory, it tastes really, really good. Now, the thing about the jalapeno pepper mainly is of the specific way that it tastes when you first eat it. Now, yeah, it's a very spicy pepper, but it tastes a very special, intricate, interesting and enjoyable way. Looking aside from how spicy they are. Now, these taste pretty much exactly how jalapeno would regularly taste, just with a reduced amount of spiciness, I would say. These aren't spicy by any means. They just taste like the jalapeno pepper without the spiciness. Just makes them very enjoyable. Now, them being Fritos, they do have a pretty, they are pretty oily, as are many snacks that are, fried in an essence. Now, these are fairly oily, but that's perfectly fine. And there is a bit of residue on your fingers after eating them. I guess the little powdery substance is maybe like a yellowish brownish color, so it isn't that noticeable when it's on your fingers. But it tastes really good. You can taste the bit of the cornmeal in there that you get with just regular Fritos, but it's not so overpowering that you're not going to taste the jalapeno flavoring. As a matter of fact, I would like to say that that corn flavor actually blends in very well with the jalapeno flavor. For being a corn-based snack, you think jalapeno would taste good on like a tortilla chip or like a Dorito kind of thing. But this works very well with just the particular way that Fritos taste. It just tastes really great. Has a pretty good aftertaste. Aftertaste almost tastes like a milder salsa, if you know what I'm saying. It's just there's no hint of sweetness or anything. It's just very savory in general. Like a like the aftertaste is like a good broth aftertaste, if that makes any sense. Like a beef broth with like green peppers in it. That's what the aftertaste tastes like to me, which is definitely very enjoyable. Now, as for scoring these, what do these get on the score counter? Well, in my personal opinion, I think that these don't get, but they deserve a 9 out of 10. That's not perfect, but it's extremely good. It's fared very well against other snack foods, but they get a 9 out of 10 solely because they're not spicy at all. Like, not even to the smallest extent. Like, if you're gonna eat these and to get, excuse me, expect to get some kind of spiciness out of them, you're not going to. Like, out of that bit I ate, I didn't taste one hint of spiciness at all, which is okay. I don't really like spicy snacks that much, but I can put myself through the suffering of eating them solely for that experience of flavor that some of these have. But these, if you don't like spicy things, go for it. These these are packed with flavor and they're not spicy. But I think it'd be okay if it was like a mild plus spiciness, like a bit of a kick, and maybe it increased as you ate more. But these don't have that, and that's just a bit of a downside, which is perfectly fine. But these are definitely a wonderful new snack food that Fritos decided to go with, and these would actually be great with like cheese dip or something. But just eating them casually, they're very enjoyable. A very nice jalapeno flavor, very bold, and crunchy, just as any what's it called? Just as any corn chip, and it tastes great. Maybe it'll be a nice side with like foods or something of the sort. Now, as for pricing, which I'm not going to say that the pricing here affected the score because these were modestly priced. These were about $1.49. Now it is a smaller serving, but I do get that some chip companies will charge up to nearly $3 for a larger portion of these that are not on sale. So I'm not surprised. I almost expected it from Frito Lay, but I just went ahead and got them anyways. It's totally worth it because these taste wonderful. Now that's all I have to say for now. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and look for some more snacks for the future. But yeah, these are great. Definitely go out, get a bag as soon as you can because, man, it's wonderful. And that's all. And take care, guys. Noel is leaving.